What's up, wavy fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today is such a special video. If you guys saw the title of the video, then you guys know we're engaged. Engaged. Your girl got a ring on her finger now.
I bent the knee.
In Japan.
Let's go.
So this is a little story time because
We haven't talked to you.
We haven't talked to you guys, and we're about to start posting all the Japan videos, and we don't have actual footage of the moment.
Yeah.
But we're gonna explain to you guys why. So I think you should.
Well, first
explain.
off, obviously, I was trying to surprise my fiance. Ooh. I say fiance now, but yeah, I was trying to surprise her, so it was kind of hard to capture the moment. But that was obviously one of my goals when I was planning this whole thing, was to capture the moment. But things didn't go as planned.
I didn't know, you guys, because you guys are probably like, did you know? I did not know that this was gonna happen on our trip to Japan. So we went for our 9-year anniversary, and we had already spent a day,
2 days.
2 days, like a day and a half out in Japan before this happened. So I didn't even know he had a ring with him this whole time. And the day of our anniversary, we had like things planned.
Yeah, we had a whole itinerary for the week or 2 weeks we were there, and that day our day of the anniversary, we were supposed to go to Shibuya Sky, go-kart, and a bunch of other things for the whole day. Dinner after, because it was our anniversary, we were going to celebrate. And, you know,
we went up to Shibuya Sky, which, you guys, sorry, because first off, we already filmed this, but our camera was blurry the whole time. You couldn't even see us. So
yeah.
We're redoing this, and we're trying to remember what we said, you know? But, I mean, we're pretty much just explaining everything. So the day of, we went to Shibuya Sky, which is like a skyrise. Skyrise, like a view of all of Japan. A lot of places have this, like New York, like the Empire State Building, LA, which we've done. So we really wanted to do it in Japan too. So that was what we had booked. And what was your plan?
What were we doing that day? In the morning we were kind of exploring.
We went to Ichiran.
We did?
Yeah, we had Ichiran before. Yeah,
Ichiran's super good. So we actually hit a CBD store too out there.
Because he was so nervous. So you guys, he was so nervous before, and I'm thinking he's nervous because he's scared of heights. So he was like, I'm hella nervous, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. And we happened to pass by this like CBD shop, but it was like hella, like it was like Shibuya 420, and it had like hella weed plants outside.
In the cut.
And that was the only and first one that we saw that was like that, you know, that was like super like 420.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, Japan is really anti-marijuana. Like, you can go to jail if you get caught with any type of drug out there. So we were not going to take that risk, and we're still going strong on our sobery journey.
Yeah.
We're 5-6 months in, so we're still going strong, but you know, it was for the experience, the moment. And
I was down for it. I was like,
you got lit off CBD.
I did, you guys. I was feeling a little lit, but I don't know if it was like my placebo just telling me like, oh my god, I'm smoking right now.
Off of mid.
It was super mid, you guys.
Super
like
mid.
The joint didn't even taste good, but it was just like
It didn't even look appealing. Like, it was already rolled. It was a skinny ass joint. I think it was like $15 that I paid.
No.
Nah, like $8.
Yeah, it was
but still
like
though.
cheap.
And then she had like different kind, but I got the natural because I was like,
yeah,
I'm not
she was like, you want synthetic? And we're like, oh hell no, that's gonna have us tripping. So we just went with like a straight CBD joint, just for the experience though. Like, we just did it just to like smoke. Cause she was like, you guys can smoke outside. Like, you guys can use my lighter. And we're like, okay, she's cool.
It was a vibe, and the weather was like kind of gloomy, raining. You know, a little like seshy vibes.
Yeah.
So we did that, and we got some matcha. I remember because it was super good. And then we ended up making our way to Shibuya Sky. And the wait was kind of long. We got there a little early, so we had time to kill. And the whole time, I'm just thinking in my head, like, dude, I gotta start planning this, or how it's gonna happen. And I already had everything planned out, like probably like 2 months before going to Japan. I got the ring, which was kind of like hard. It was a hard thing for me to do, because this is the second ring I bought. I had bought one other ring, and I didn't really like it. It wasn't good enough for Bae, or my fiance. I felt like that in the moment, like, I wanted to make it super special, so I ended up going back and returning that ring, and I was like, I want a better one. I want a more like shinier one, a more cleaner one, because the one I got was a little basic at first. And yeah, that I had to do all that. That was like kind of a whole process. And then even finding out her ring size was kind of difficult, because I showed her, they gave me like a zip tie to like measure her thumb, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Or your finger. Like, I was gonna put it on her at night. Like, I didn't understand what they thought. And I just kind of like took a guess, and I got kind of close.
Yeah, you're pretty good with the size. It fits me a little big, but
we're gonna get it resized.
For the most part, he did really good with the size.
And yeah, that was like stressing already, because I wanted her to put it on that day, obviously, and have it on and put it on, and yeah. So that was the process. And then I got her parents' blessings, which shout out Pops and shout out Mama Cat, because I had to get their blessings before asking you out, or asking you if you want to marry me. And that was kind of nerve-wracking for me, because you just never know. Like, like, I never had doubts, but you just never know. Like, I have like that one like bad thought in my head, that 1%, where you think like things aren't gonna go.
Like, my dad was gonna say something, or what?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what he was gonna say, because
dude, he did it so smooth, you guys. Like, I hardly see my dad, so.
And I asked him in person,
he
too.
He did it super smooth. I didn't even know.
I was like, I had to get his blessings. And then, yeah, I got his blessings. I got your mom's blessings. And I ended up I told them my plan already, so they already knew the plan. So that day of the anniversary, I wanted to capture the moment. I wanted to have a video of it. I wanted to surprise you. I wanted to make you feel special. Like, that was my whole plan. Like, I wanted to, like, just capture the moment. I'm already nervous. So we go to Shibuya Sky, and we're going up the elevator, and my head is racing, and I have all my things ready. And as soon as we get up there, there's like hella signs that says no tripods, no cameras, or like nothing. So I'm like, how the hell am I gonna capture the moment now? And
they were really strict.
They were really strict.
Expecting. They made us put everything in a locker
before going all the way to the very top. So I was already like stressed, and then I was starting to get like cold feet. I was like, dude, am I gonna like do this right now? Like, is it not meant to be? But I really wanted to do it. I wanted to just, I really wanted to make it special. That was my whole thing. And I didn't know like what I was gonna do. So we go up there, we're checking out the view, and everything's nice. We're walking around, enjoying the view, and there is this line.
There was like a line where you wait in line, and then you get to this like view, and there's a lady taking professional pictures. Like, a lot of these places have that too.
Yeah, and then you pay for the pictures downstairs.
Yeah. So we waited in line, and we're about to take pictures, And I, like, dude, you guys, I'm in La La Land. Like, I'm not thinking anything's about to happen. We're waiting in line. We're chilling. We're like taking videos. Like, it's just like normal, And someone proposes. No.
First, we go there. We take the picture. Boom. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Because, like, I wasn't thinking straight at that time. I was like, dude, I was thinking of other ways that I'm going to, like, put the camera down. So I didn't do it there.
Because he had his jacket, first off.
Yeah, I was so unprepared.
I told him to take off his jacket, and
it was gloomy.
They were being so strict, like, you couldn't even leave your jacket on the side. Like, even for just a little bit, like, they would be like, pick up your jacket. Like, you cannot do that. And we didn't have anybody with us, so he couldn't tell anybody to hold his jacket. So he's holding his jacket in the first pictures that we took.
You can't really tell though, because you put me on. I kind of like hit it.
I was
in
like,
the
just
back.
put it behind me, you know, like
hold me.
Yeah. So,
and it was good pictures. They came out good.
So we take our pictures and we start walking around again. We're like, all right, well, let's finish watching the view. We were kind of on a time schedule, you guys, because we had the go-karts a little bit later and it was like 45 minutes away, and we had to give ourselves enough time in case we got lost, which we did. So we were kind of like rushing low-key, you know. So we're walking around, and as we're walking around, someone proposes, like in that area, like
yeah, where they take pictures.
Yeah, where you take pictures. Like they were standing in line, they go and take pictures, and the guy proposes. So everyone's clapping, right? I'm clapping, and I'm like, oh my god, he must have been so nervous, and he's just looking at me like, yeah.
Little do you know, I have the ring in my pocket, and I'm over here stressing on like how I'm gonna make this moment, and like I don't know what I look like, but I feel like I was just stressed that whole time. Yeah. I was just, I was just trying to make it special for her.
And then what happened?
I told her like, babe, I think we should take pictures again, like go in line, redo the whole pictures. And she was like bugging. She was like, no.
I was being so difficult, you guys.
She was like, no.
Because it was like a pretty long line. And I was like, why are we going to wait in line again? Like, and he was like, no, I think my eyes were closed. And I was like, you're good.
And I had my jacket, so we went to go downstairs, put everything away.
Yeah, because, okay, so, like, the first time when we went, everyone in line that's not trying to pay for the professional pictures was asking the person behind them in line to take pictures of them at that same view. So we had a girl take pictures of us at that same view right after we took the professional ones. So we had a lot of pictures. So I told him, I was like, even if those pictures aren't good, I was like, we're good. Like, we have these pictures. She took pictures of us. So I wasn't understanding why he wanted us to get in line again. And then he was like, let me go put my jacket away. And I was like, okay, maybe that bugged him, you know? So he goes downstairs and like, did you have the ring on you already?
Nah, yeah, I had the ring on me. I mean, on me the whole time.
Okay, so he puts his jacket away, and then he's like, all right, let's go back upstairs. So we're upstairs, we're waiting in line again, and I'm trying to just be like in the moment and not be like, why are we standing in line again? Because we're already doing it. We're standing in line. He's like in the line, just like, I love you. And like, I was like, I love you too. And like,
I was getting ready.
He was getting like nervous, and he like broke my necklace, you guys. That's why I don't have a necklace on, because he broke it right before. Like literally there was like 3 people in front of us.
I don't know how I did that.
I think he was just trying to like fix me
up. I was trying to fix her up for the moment.
Yeah, but he like pulled it too hard and like it broke. So I was like, you just broke my necklace. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, he just broke my necklace. We're waiting in line again, and then it's our turn. So the lady off the bat, she's like, 1 picture. We're like, okay, like, that's fine. So
and then I'm like, okay, babe, this is the reason why I wanted to take pictures
again.
And then I get down on my knee, and then I asked her like, will you marry me? And then she kind of like,
I was shocked.
She wasn't shocked, but like, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't my whole plan, like I wanted to be like,
I don't know, maybe
dramatic.
He was expecting something different, but
or like a different reaction.
Bawling, like I did not cry, you guys, but that's just because like it was in the moment. It was super fast. Like, I think if you would have said the speech before, I would have cried,
line?
But you just were like, this is why I brought you, and like got down on one knee, and I was like, what's going on?
Well, it's because we're on a time schedule. There's people behind us. There's a long
line of people watching us.
You kind of gotta go, take pictures. So luckily the lady that took our pictures took a lot of pictures, and they all came out pretty nice.
Yeah, she was snapping away, which was nice because I could hear her. Like the camera going off after she just said she was only taking 1 picture, which was nice because we did have a lot of pictures to choose from after. But like in the moment, I didn't cry. Like it was really fast, and then he gets up and I'm like, put the ring on me, because he still had the ring in the box. I said yes, of course. I said yes, and then he gets up, and I'm telling him to put the ring on me, and he's like shaking, putting the ring on me, you guys. Like, he was so nervous. It was so cute. And I was nervous too, so he puts the ring on me, you know, we hug, we kiss, we have our little moment, and then off to the next person. Like, they're like, all right, get out the way.
And then the sad part is that no one was like clapped for us. Like, for the last couple, I heard claps from like the other side of the
Everyone
view.
clapped for the other couple.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, okay, like, you know,
What's
it
wrong
wasn't...
with y'all? Y'all don't appreciate happy moments? Like, I was low-key kind of sad about that, because even I clapped for the other couple,
Yeah.
and nobody clapped for us.
It was
like,
just like a dead silence.
silence.
Like, okay, next.
It was legit silence. Like, I just felt like eyes were on us, but
A lot of eyes were on
no one
us,
was
for
like
sure.
saying congratulations, like nothing.
Yeah.
Which is fine, you know. We did feel like outcasted a lot of the times. Like, we loved Japan, but like we did feel like an outcast a lot of the times. And I don't know if that was like part of it, but it was just silence. So we're like, okay, we have our moment, and we're like, all right, let's go down to the bar and celebrate, you know, because like my heart's beating fast. I'm sure your heart was beating fast, and like everything was happening so fast, you guys. Like, that all happened in like 2 minutes, you know. It was like this. So we go downstairs and we get a drink at the bar, and then we like go to this like little view, and we were like next to a couple because we like had to share the table. So I'm sure they were watching us, because that's when I started crying. And I started crying because he started telling me that like he had asked my dad for his blessing and my mom, and that's when I really started like getting emotional, because I don't know, I just feel like when you think of getting married, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I know everyone's view of marriage is different, but I knew for me that was something that was like super special, and the fact that he did that just like really like got me emotional, because I was like, damn, you really like put a lot of thought into this. And like, even I don't talk to my dad all the time, so for him to like have been able to do that, and like was successful, and like, you know, just like really had it all planned out, like that's what got me like really emotional. And I was crying up there, and like you weren't crying, but like his eyes were a little watery, and like we were just having our moment, you know, like we were just telling each other that like, you know, we're so happy, and like we're married, like we're about to be married, and you know, like we want to have a family together, and like, you know, like that intimate moment, like we were having it while we were having our drink. And I don't know, I just felt like it was so special. Even if we were rushed, like I'm so happy that we were able to like go up there, and like we had professional pictures that we're gonna show you guys, and even if we didn't have it recorded, like we're able to talk to you guys and tell you guys like how it happened, and like how things didn't go as planned. And I just felt like it was perfect in the way that it was supposed to be, you know, like not everything goes perfectly anyways, you know.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, not for sure. I just wanted to make it real special for you, and you know, kind of like catch you off guard and make that special, that moment all about you.
No,
And that
definitely
that was all like my goal. And yeah, in that moment I didn't feel like that, so I was kind of like just bummed out, but I know that like not everything's perfect, like you said. And
yeah.
I'm happy that we were able to
And we had our moment after, like
have that
did you feel
moment.
a little bit better after?
Yeah, no, for sure I did. I just wanted to make it like more special for you. I don't know, just like my initial first plan was to like do these TikToks and have the tripod ready, and I was gonna tell you to close your eyes, and then I was gonna start reading my little speech, and then I was gonna tell you to open your eyes, and I was gonna be down on like my knee, and I was gonna ask you, like that was my initial plan. And yeah, it just didn't go as planned. I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah, but I don't know, I was happy with everything, and like even though like I said, like it didn't go like the way he planned it, I felt like I was like special, and I just love that it happened in Japan on our anniversary, and like in the most beautiful place. Like you guys, that view was like everything, and God was really on our side, because it was raining all that morning, and once we got up there the sun came out, and like it just got so beautiful.
For real.
So
we got when we took those pictures, the sun was at its peak right there, and it was just coming down on us. Like
it was beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah. So that's what I felt like was like more special. And even with the little things like breaking the necklace before, like I just feel like that's like a beautiful thing to be able to tell our kids. It's like, your dad was so nervous, he broke my necklace. Like I love that. And like it's not just like, oh, everything was perfect. It's like it's things that we can laugh at later and like, appreciate.
Yeah. And we got our wedding to do now, and I feel like then now I can do my big one and have my vows ready and like do everything more like naturally, and like it would just be more of a special moment because like I felt like I was rushed in that whole moment.
Yeah.
It wasn't
So
like,
when we got down to the bar, I told him, I was like, you didn't say a speech. And he was like, I had a speech on my phone. He's like, want to read it? I was like, no, I don't want to read it. I was like, I want you to say it to me. And like the whole week he never told me the speech, and I didn't push him to tell me, but in the back of my mind I was like, what was he gonna say? So this past weekend we had an early Thanksgiving dinner with my family because for Thanksgiving like everyone's kind of going their own ways, and it was kind of like everybody knew, so my family was happy to see us back from our trip. We just got back, and we're with my family, so they were like, oh, congratulations, and they wanted to know the story time, so we're telling them what happened. And I told them that like Trippy never did a speech, and so we had got a bottle of champagne, and everyone was like, all right, like you got to do your speech, like. And it was a beautiful moment because no one had their phones out. Like, no one recorded us. It was just like, it was
They
intimate.
told your mom, put your phone down.
My mom was trying to record and they got on her.
That would have been on TikTok ASAP.
They were like, no. So my mom had to put her phone down. She was like, I just want it for memories. But no, they were on her. So no one recorded that moment either. But that speech was beautiful. I was crying
and
too.
I feel like that was more even... I feel like that moment was a lot more special.
No,
not like
more. So mean.
No, not like that. Like it felt like more special, but it obviously wasn't.
Nothing's gonna be like.
I just wanted to make it special for you, baby. I wanted to make you feel special. Like that's my goal, and that was like my whole plan. I wanted to catch you off guard.
I think he's just like really caught on the fact that it didn't go how he wanted it to go. So he thinks that it's not special, but it was special, like regardless, like if it didn't go how you thought it was gonna go,
Yeah.
And like I said, we had our moment after and we were crying and, we were happy. And then we had to go because we had to go to our Mario Kart, like, go-karting
in the streets. That shit was sick.
And, in the video, like, so we vlogged that day and we vlogged up there, but we obviously didn't vlog that moment and we didn't vlog after. Like, I love that too because we were so like caught in the moment that like we even forgot to bring the camera out. Like we didn't bring the camera out until we were at the go-kart place. Yeah,
I just think like it was our first time in Japan. We were kind of soaking it all in, enjoying the moment. We didn't really worry too much about vlogging as much as like we should have, but
we did get a lot of clips.
Yeah, we got a lot of
clips, but we just didn't get that moment, or even after. Like even after he pulls the camera out and I'm like, damn, we haven't seen you guys in a while. Like a lot has happened and I still didn't tell you guys like we're engaged. Like I don't know why, I just felt like I couldn't tell you guys yet. I was like, am I saying it too soon?
We were gatekeeping it for a little minute.
Yeah, but we like celebrated that night. We had like our engagement dinner and like the people at the restaurant were so sweet, and I had told them that like we had just got engaged and they like made sure that it was special. I think they knew that like we were alone, at the end of the day
it's
like
hard.
We were by ourselves.
It's hard when it's just me and you because I didn't have no one to depend on. I didn't have no one to ask help. And that was the whole thing too. Like I couldn't just be like, oh, can you record this for us? And I was gonna ask her. And that was my whole way of just capturing that moment of me, at least asking her. I know it wasn't like a video, but I got the moment of me actually getting down on my knee, and that was it,
Yeah.
And that's forever gonna be there, so I'm happy for that, and I was happy I got those pictures at least.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. Our camera's about to die. And I just want to thank you guys for being with us through like this long journey of YouTube. I mean, you guys have watched us pretty much kind of grow up, and now we're engaged, and I can't believe it. It makes me emotional just to think that like we're on our way into a new chapter, and we're about to start a family and
plan
get
our
married.
wedding.
And thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for all the congratulations on our Instagram post.
Yeah, shout out IG. Y'all were the first people to actually find out.
We
so
did post it there first.
make sure y'all
and
follow us.
You guys mean a lot to us, and you know, I'm just really happy that it's like telling our family, you know, like that we're engaged now. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy all the Japan vlogs that are about to start being posted now, because this we wanted to tell you guys first before we posted anything. We're like,